Guys, we're going to be talking about the Detroit Lions waiving Ameer Abdullah. And to me, it's not even a big deal. To a lot of people, it's not a big deal. It's not even a big deal. No one should be talking about it. They finally cut Ameer Abdullah. They needed to carry Ameer Abdullah. What do you mean? He's a good backup running back. Maybe he fumbled. But he fumbled hardly, not a lot. But, he probably had a fumbling problem in Nebraska. It did get better, though. Like a year ago, it wasn't that much. He wasn't fumbling the ball. It was actually looking a lot better. But in a standpoint, though, that a 53-man roster, we got a new wide receiver. I think he's from Houston Texans or something like that. He's a free agent. I don't know. He's gonna be amazing receiver. I think we should have picked Des Bryant, to be honest with you. These are just one of those things. Like, I don't know. Like Ameer Abdullah, it's just like the same type of outlook. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the same talent from like in back. I mean, we need help in receiving. We obviously don't have it. Like we have good receivers, and don't get me wrong. Like we have Kenny Galladay, we have Marvin Jones, but I mean they're not good enough. Like we need still a third man receiver. Because if we had Kelvin Johnson, it would be a whole different story. I mean, we can throw it to Kelvin Johnson. Well, that's the only receiver that we would of need, and people don't realize that Kelvin Johnson played a big role in that situation. Kelvin Johnson but he didn't want to be in Detroit, so he retired, and he didn't have a big production for years to come. I mean, he did have 1,000-yard seasons, but he was slowing down. In his body, you can tell by injuries and a ton of injuries that he was consuming. In his body, he said his ankles were feeling weird and funny, but that's not the point. The point is that we need to find a slot receiver to replace Golden Tate, and I feel like it would have been a good way to replace Golden Tate with a big man, a big threat, like Des Bryant, for instance. Like we did try out on the work practice squad. I mean, not practice squad. Yeah, practice squad. Ryan Marshall. He worked out with us yesterday, I believe, or it was today. I don't remember. I don't even call out for, but Ryan Marshall. He could have probably been like a red zone threat. Because we do struggle in the red zone threat. We only kicked 3 field goals this week against the Minnesota Vikings, which is not even good enough. I mean, if we're going to be a good, consistent team, we need to find these key role wide receivers. You got Marvin Jones as a deep threat, like speedster. You got Kenny Galladay as a good wide receiver. He's a good wide receiver. I mean, he can you know, catch, and he's a strong man. I think I would call him a strong man receiver. I mean, if it makes sense, um, he's good in the end zone, but not this week. He wasn't good. No one was good this week in the end zone. Uh, we need to sign a key role wide receiver, but they're focusing on next season. I can just tell by now they're just having a little depth. Excuse me, guys. They're just adding a little depth just to get through this season, and so they can come to next season, which I think is so stupid. And so that concludes today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and yeah, I'll see you next video.